Hi, I'm Jeff Dixon. Welcome once again to another episode of Stranger Things Thoughts. Thoughts that spring forth, I guess, in the form of a life lesson, if you will, from the Stranger Things television show that streams on Netflix. Most of you have heard of Stranger Things by now. And if you haven't, then use this as an invitation to go watch it and enjoy it and have some fun. Be prepared to be scared just a little bit, but also be prepared to be entertained. The life lesson I want to talk to you about today is a reminder that when you watch Stranger Things, every journey is about growth. The young heroes of the series are purposely written as the series begins to be early teens. And their story is as much about growing up and coming of age as it is anything else. They toggle between wanting to continually play and be childlike, but then they're plunged into a world where they have to make choices and have to be mature. And this tension at times is what sets up part of the fun of the show. The idea that these kids can figure out what's happening and they have to do something heroic to overcome it, that they become the ones responsible for saving Hawkins and saving their friends. That becomes a part of that amazing saga that the Duffer Brothers are telling as they've written this story and are putting it together. And so as they have to move and face the evil of the Upside Down, the Demogorgon, and trying to figure out how that works and how that fits into this real world that they have been living in, only to discover that the world has gone upside down and a little bit crazy. One of the other things that happens is because they are still young, because they're still children, they're more quick to believe in the impossible and the improbable, because they still are written in such a way that they have that childlike enthusiasm for life and that childlike ability to see the impossible. We lose that as we get older. We let our common sense or our boring sense reflect far too often in our world. Nothing wrong with common sense, because we live in a world that doesn't have a whole lot of common sense. But there is something about having that ability to look beyond what everybody else sees and seeing something spectacular with a little bit of imagination that really does spark within us a creativity that's there. These kids come up with some creative solutions and some amazing ways to do battle, if you will, with the forces of evil, while trying to do it for the right reasons and making discoveries about what it means to grow up and grow older and take on responsibility. It's a process. Every journey is about growth. Each and every day you are growing and becoming something different than you were the day before. Stranger Things is a reminder of that, especially if you watch Stranger Things Season 1 and then you watch Stranger Things Season 4 and you realize how much these kids have grown and how cool it is they've kept the same cast together, but how maturity is now setting in and how you're seeing them handle things a little bit differently in a more adult way toward the end of the series than they did as the kids at the beginning of the series. All that is a part of the journey. It's part of growth. You can't stay in one place. That's not how you were created. That's not how I was created. Life is a journey. Make sure you're growing on it. Stranger Things reminds us of that. And I look forward to joining you next time for Stranger Things Thoughts.